Today, I'm going to show you how to be more consistent with your driver. Hi there everybody, Andrew Rice here, Golf Digest Top 50 teacher, Golf.com Top 100 teacher. I'm at home on my range here at the Western Savannah Harbor Resort, and today I'm going to help you become more consistent with your driver. Before we get to the action, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. That way we can stay in touch. You can continually stay on my page and get a sense as to what direction you need to be heading with your golf game. I would also love to have you visit my website, andrewricegolf.com. Check it out. Tons of cool articles, cool information, and you can certainly find out how to come down and spend a couple of days in a 3-day golf school working with me, or come to see me for a lesson. So let's get to the action. So what's it going to take? I think first we've got to look at factors that are involved in making us less consistent, and then we can attack those factors so that we can work towards being more consistent off the tee, more consistent with a big stick in our hand. The first place we're going to look is impact location, where we hit the ball on the face. And really, due to the size of this club head, with this mass being further back from the club face, the part of the club head that we use to hit the golf ball hopefully, that changes where the center of gravity is. And when the center of gravity gets further back from the face, now if we hit a ball on the toe versus hitting a ball on the heel, we can start to get two completely different looking and feeling golf shots. And so first thing we've got to look at is impact location. The second thing we're going to look at is how we control this club face through impact, because those are big factors. And invariably when golfers come to me and say, Andrew, I need to be more consistent with my driver, how can I do that? I'm going to either look at, where are you hitting the ball on the face? Is there a pattern? If there's a pattern, I don't care really where you hit the ball on the face, as long as it's relatively centered, then you're going to be able to be predictable. If you're struggling with controlling the face, then we're going to have a hard time with where the ball's ending up. Certainly impact location and controlling the face are the two key areas that we're going to work towards in order to be more consistent with the driver. So here we go, let's start. Dr. Scholl's Odor X, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love this stuff. I'm going to give this face a good spray. And we're just going to hit a shot. Let's see what happens. I know that my tendency when I hit drivers is to typically hit the ball a little lower on the face than I would prefer. I haven't really gotten loose, but we'll give it a go here. That certainly felt pretty good. And there we go. There's my typical tendency. Lowish on the face, but certainly nicely struck out the middle. And it's amazing, you can see that feedback you can start to get from the Dr. Scholl's, the foot spray. Wherever you might be, just seek out some foot spray. Give it a spray in the store before you buy it. Make sure it's nice and white and powdery. That's really what we're looking for. So how can you start to work towards developing a little bit more of a pattern? I'm a big fan of this. If I can get somebody to hit a ball off the toe intentionally, off the heel intentionally, and out the center of the face intentionally, they are now better at controlling that impact location. And we all know that if you're better at controlling where you hit the ball on the face, now particularly with the driver, now you're going to be able to control the shape of your shots that much more readily. So here's a cool little game. This is what I'd like to see, and I'm going to come closer so everybody can see this. I'm going to take, I've sprayed the face, I'm going to take a line and I'm going to draw a line straight up the middle of the face, okay? And we're going to hit 3 shots. I would like the first shot to be off the heel, the second shot to be off the toe, and the third shot to be pretty much right where I hit that one. So let's give this a go. I suppose if I'm going to ask people to do it, I need to be able to demonstrate this myself. Let's give it a go. So, word of warning, don't change your distance from the golf ball. In other words, if you want to hit it off the heel, don't stand closer. Your brain is smarter than that. It realizes that you're closer, and so you're going to start to pull your arms in. I do want you to be intentional with, okay, yes, as I set up to the golf ball, I maintain my normal distance from the ball, but I'm just going to move the heel out so that it aligns with the golf ball at address. I've changed the distance my arms are. The club head is from my body, but I haven't changed distance from feet to golf ball. Okay, clear? So I'm going to hit this first one off the heel. That's our objective here. We're working towards gaining better control over the impact location. So heel. As I swing, I'm really going to try to make sure the club head approaches the ball from the outside. Oh, and that really, I could actually feel the club twisting in my hand there, and not perfect, but definitely inside the center line. That was that one. Toe, it's time for a little toe. Andrew, let's see what we've got for some toe action here. Very simple, fun, kind of challenging little drill. Normal distance from the ball, and then I shift the toe so that it lines up with the golf ball. And as I swing, I'm going to try to keep my club head inside the golf ball. Let's give this a try. Felt kind of decent. It was toe. And so you can see there, really when you're done, heel, toe, I did the center one first, center. That's what we should be looking for. Practice this to develop your skill, develop your sense, your ability, almost wiped out there, your ability to be able to control and manage where you're striking the ball on the face. If anything, simply by spraying some of that foot spray on the face, you're going to get a feedback as to where you're hitting the ball on the face, A, but B, do you have a pattern? And if you have a pattern, you've got something you can rely on. So let's check impact location first. Number 2, we are going to work towards club face control through impact. Club face control through impact. And I've got a fantastic little drill that I'm going to share with you coming up in a minute. Why? Because we know that the club face at impact is largely responsible for the launch of the golf ball. And so if we can control the launch of the golf ball, then we can start to get an idea as to what our club face is doing through impact. Okay, firstly, I do want to say this. A lot of golfers that I encounter are under the false impression that the club face, I can control the face better if I hold on. That could not be further from the truth. That is not going to increase your ability to control the club face angle. Here's what I'd like you to think about, okay? I'm a right-hander clearly. If I were to throw a frisbee with my left hand, I would go, I've got some bow in my wrist and I threw it. I'm going to go from bowed wrist to cupped wrist. Throw that frisbee, okay? There I've got that cupped wrist. A golf swing is exactly the same idea. And in order for us to gain a better control over that club face, we need to get the face in position. You've heard me say that before. Get the face in place on the way down. And then we're going to be quite free with it. We're going to let it go. And if we've got a club path that's traveling too far from in to out, or a club path that's traveling too far from out to in, it's going to make it challenging for us to control the face. Do I want us to swing dead straight? Do I want us to have a zeroed out club path? No, but I do want something fairly close to neutral, okay? So I've got a super little drill that I'm going to share with you. Let's check it out. So most people who are looking for improved consistency with the driver are typically looking to hit the ball straighter. They're looking to keep the ball in play more. They're not necessarily looking to bust it out there. We're going to talk about that in upcoming videos. But A cool little thing you can do is simply tee the ball lower. A very simple thing. That's not the drill. That's coming up. Is just tee the ball lower. I find too often, and you'll see it on TV, you'll see the tour players, when they've got a tight, narrow hole, they'll just turn that tee down a little bit and really hit that lower, more controlled type shot. So if you're looking to improve your accuracy, something simple you can do, just lower the tee. Here's our drill. I call this my double check drill. And what are we looking for here? You can see I've got the ball teed up. My target, I hope you can see it out in the distance, is that little white picket fence way out there in the distance, back corner of the range. I've got about 6 feet in front of me. I've taken an alignment rod. I've pegged it directly between the ball and my intended target. I'm leaning it away. That way if the ball hits the rod, it's not going to come firing back at me, which I've seen happen before. And my objective here is I've got to hit 3 shots where I get the ball to A, these are the double checks, start to the left, and B, curve to the right. For me, I know when I'm playing my best, I'm hitting a little fade. In order for a fade to finish up the target, it must start to the left. You might be a draw. Okay, we're looking to be more consistent. We don't need to get fancy and try to change our shape. Let's just get more effective, more efficient with our shape. And so I need to hit 3 consecutive shots. This is the challenge where I earn double checks. 3 times in a row, I've got to get the double check. A, did the ball start left? B, did it curve to the right? Here we go. So let's check this out. Okay, that was a little too much, but you know what? It started well to the left and it curved well to the right, and not the longest shot in the world, but it's in play. Okay, that's the objective when we're talking consistency. Last time I checked. That was more like what I'm looking for. Beautiful. Double check. And the third one. Here's the deal. If you do miss, okay, I'm not going to try to miss, but if I do miss, I've got to go back to 0 and start again. Okay? And having the rod here allows us to get our eyes on it and just give us that sense of where did this golf ball launch. I hope you can see those. I don't think you can see them fly, but I hope you can see them launch. All 3 of those took off to the left and all 3 of them curved to the right. You know what? If I'm going out to play golf, can I hit it longer? Yes. But can I keep it in play time and time again? That's why you've been watching this video. I certainly hope you've taken something from this. Check out summary. Check out impact location. Get some foot spray. Try that little challenge. You'll be amazed. Heel, toe, center. If you can do that, you're better at controlling where you strike the ball on the face. And number 2, let's work on some club face control. I want you to hit 3 consecutive shots where you're going for a double check. Did it start left and curve to the right, or did it start right and curve to the left? I need 3 consecutive shots. If you don't get it, you're back to 0. I hope this helps. If you have comments, leave them below. Keep in mind, I'm here to help. I want to be your go-to person for golf improvement, having more fun out on the golf course. Cheers.